Remember, I also have Auntie's words to throw back in her face that I shared with Karen, because I've shared them all Auntie's texts over that last year, the whole last year with Karen, where Auntie outright said, your mother hates anybody who doesn't go along with her crazy fantasies. Okay? Remember, in the end, Auntie's making it out that everything, my mom would be perfect, her sister's perfectly fine if the daughter's out of the way, blah, 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 whatever, you know, I'm the problem. That's why she would say it to me. You're the cause of all your mom's breakdowns. She would say it to my mom, who's going to eat it up like candy at the end when she stopped loving me, you know. And then, of course, the two bitches in that hospital my mom should have never been sent back to in the first place when they discharged her too soon. But then we're left dealing with the broken system, you know. Where for insurance purposes you can't sit in that regular hospital. They have to take the first available bed. They can accommodate, you know, families' wishes to a point, but it became the lesser of evils. In my eyes, what's the lesser of evils? She's been in those other hospitals twice. I don't know what's going on with all the other hospitals in the fucking Massachusetts, and it has to be these ones that she keeps going into, but I don't understand that one either, if you want to know the truth. How come these ones are the ones that always have the open beds? Why can't she go to a totally different hospital? You know? Why is it the same goddamn one she has to wind back up in? But at least at that other one, they didn't have the nerve to give her the same doctor where she had caused her, she had the lithium toxicity. This fucking hospital, when I wanted to have a different social worker and doctor, I'm told she has to request it. Go fuck yourself. You are using the HIPAA to your advantage. Families should be able to say if they weren't happy with the, shouldn't they? I feel, yes. Families should be, it's been me, because I'm the healthcare proxy, I'm the one handling it all. I should be able to say, I was unhappy with the care my mom received the last time around when you discharged her too soon. I want her to have a different social worker and doctor this time around. And I was told point blank by upper management, she has to request it. Why? That's bullshit too. It's all fucking bullshit. All bullshit. Anyway, crazy fantasy. Remember, she wanted to get chickens, too. But I could have stopped her from getting the chickens, because I think we're not allowed to have chickens around here. But rabbits, I couldn't have stopped her from getting the rabbits. You understand? She wound up hospitalized, and that's why she didn't get the rabbits. I wouldn't have been able to stop her. And nothing I could do. Nothing I could do. It's her home. She wants the rabbits. She has someone who was going to give her the rabbits, and she was gushing all about them and hating me when I was pointing out different things. The number one thing is I know the dogs would attack them. But then her answer is, we'll keep them separate. First she said, no, they won't. They'll get along. I'll force them to get along, which is a bunch of hooey. All right? But then she's like, I'll keep them in my bedroom. I'll keep them separate from the dogs. And then I'm using all kinds of reasoning, including, why can't you just be happy with our dogs? We have 2 dogs. That's enough to take care of. Why do we have to have rabbits? I'm getting the rabbits. There's nothing you can do about it. This is my home. Okay, you're right. Nothing I can do about it. Just like you said, there was nothing I could do about you buying a car and driving again. Which, of course, she was right about. She wasn't totally right about that. Remember, a non-expired license that allows her to drive and the money to buy a car. I cried to my therapist at the time. It was a different one. It was back then. And she's like, Laura, let's think about this. We can figure this out. There's got to be a way that you can protect, stop your mom, even though technically she can drive if you know that she shouldn't be driving, period. If you know just based on 24/7 observation, living with her, that she'd be a danger to others and to herself. One thing in this life, if we want to endanger ourselves, my mom would be endangering others but she was insisting on that. And I mean, if I say anything against that, I'm being mean. You get it? Could not, because past tense now, because it all ended in total, but I could not fucking win. Even when I tell her she shouldn't drive, I'm being mean, And I said, I'll stop you. I didn't know if I could. I cried to my therapist, how could I stop her? I know, deep down in my very gut, she should not be driving again. You know what I mean? If I see all these things, it doesn't matter if she's not technically on meds that say you can't drive, you know, like you shouldn't be operating, you know, it doesn't matter. All combined, plus her 70-plus age, she should not be getting a car and getting by. I'll take lessons. But basically, you understand, all this adds up to her hating me. I got from a mutual friend. She doesn't like you, Laura. She's just blaming you. She thinks you want her to take these meds. She thinks that you're the one that calls 911 and gets her put in the hospital. Again, I got it from a mutual friend. And all I had done was said, Mom, it's getting late. You're supposed to take your morning pills. We're getting close to noontime. You should have already taken them. And I watched her take them. And then I went and walked the dog. And when I came back, she's like, oh my God. But again, she was discharged from the hospital in that condition. She wasn't right from day one. When she's not right, she is hating me for existing, for noticing anything, for watching her take her meds, anything you can think of. She's not my sweet, loving mother. I wasn't being verbally abusive towards her, and I'm going to find out exactly what that bitch said to that judge. Period. I'm going to find out how to go about it, and I'm going to find out because I wasn't given the opportunity to attend, and I was definitely, you know, a huge part of whatever Auntie said. I am going to find out what the fuck she said. I have a right to know that. I have a right to go into my future knowing exactly, because remember, it's out in public too. You get it? This isn't private shit. This is where other people in the courtroom are listening. None of this is private. You can say people don't listen. Want to make a bet? When I sat there for hours bored waiting for our turn to come up, I was listening to the other cases. Do I remember anybody's names? No. But anyone could be sitting there. It's just, I need to find out what my aunt said about me. I was not the only one, far from the only one, including Auntie herself, saying shit that I had to base all my decisions. And in the end, my mom is made, I know what Auntie did. Of course, Auntie's golden. I exaggerate. There's nothing wrong with my sister. I trust her to cook in my downstairs apartment, so obviously it's just the daughter stresses her out. There's nothing wrong with her. She's fine. Or she will be fine so long as we remove the daughter from the equation. It's a bunch of bullshit. A bunch of bullshit. It's just a bunch of bullshit. Of course, the bitches in that hospital want to cling to it too. Again, we go back to the same thing. There's nothing wrong with their poisons. Their poisons are helping my mom. It's all her daughter. Her daughter is all the problem. And I'm going to find out what the fuck my aunt said to that judge. My aunt who doesn't live here, who's never once, ever witnessed me yell at my mom, for the record. He hasn't. Okay? But who, again, my mom went into this last time around hating me, okay? Hating me for existing, hating me for insisting that she can't live alone, you know? And I still don't feel like she should be living alone. I'm not the only one who feels that way, by the way. Not far from the only one who feels my mom should not be living alone. She's not living, it doesn't matter if that it's Auntie's there, it's still living alone in Auntie's downstairs apartment that she normally rents out to strangers or to her family if they're in a situation where they temporarily need to live there or something. You know what I mean? But remember, she belongs in a nursing home. A measly 2 months later turned into I trust her to cook in my downstairs apartment. So solidifying that I made it all up. There's nothing wrong with my sister. She doesn't, but her daughter's saying, basically trying to, I can imagine what Auntie might have said, but I want to know. Like, she might have said, oh yeah, look, I trust her to cook in my downstairs apartment. There's nothing, her daughter just wants to make it out like her mom can't do without her, you know, and et cetera, et cetera. Lord only knows what Auntie said. Like Joe said, you have to find out what she said, because otherwise you'll never know, and she could have said anything. She could say anything she wants. You're not there to hear it. You're not there to defend yourself. You know? It's not about me fighting the friggin' guardianship or thinking for 1 second that I'd be giving guardianship and conservatorship over my mom. It's about me having the human right to know what Auntie said about me and to come to my own defense. Otherwise, it just stands, like Joe said. If you don't do that, Laura, it'll just stand forever in front of the universe. You're agreeing to it. But we go back to the same thing. I don't know what she said. You know what I mean? Yeah, that ain't flying. I only just thought about that. I was pissed to find out I was never going to get the court paperwork that I waited for over a month. And I was never going to get that. And then I started thinking, how come Auntie and I got to know, we got to be present in the courtroom when they appealed to a judge, but we also got the packet that granted the elder services the emergency hearing to begin with. See? We got to know exactly what we were being accused of. Yet I am not allowed to know anything because I just don't fucking matter at all. You know? That ain't flying with me. Not under all these other circumstances where Auntie wanted nothing to do with anything anymore, left it all up to me. I have all her texts to prove it. I have all her words to throw back in her face. If she tries to deny anything, I have all her words to throw back in her fucking face. You do not define my reality, Auntie. Things aren't the way you say they are just because you say they're that way. You know? That's what that sums up. Joe came up with that, told me that last night when I was saying X, Y, and Z. Because I was saying, yeah, my aunt goes around telling me and everybody I cause all my mom's breakdowns and that I belong in the hospital and not my mom, you know? And Joe's like, you're being treated, this is small scale with your aunt and your mom and whatnot. What's going on larger scale? He's like, you have to say to these people, you do not define my reality. You do not define my reality. You do not define my reality. And that goes for all you fucking assholes like Stoney Jenkins as well. Fuck you all.